What's good, y'all? I want to give a big shout out to Big Game James TV. Salute. We're going to talk about this one this weekend. Me and Big Game James going to go live, y'all. Let me fill y'all in on a little something. Let's talk about these programs. Well, what kind of programs, Trey? Most of y'all ain't hep to this, but I'm about to give it to y'all. For years, there has been communities, whatever country you live in, because it goes on all over the world. The elites, whatever you want to call them, those that are in charge of making things happen, sitting back watching. Just like if you live in the projects, nothing against the projects. The projects is what it says it is. It's a project. Build it, sit back, and let's see what goes on. They live this close together. This is what's going on. This is people need their space. Sooner or later, boom, 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 pow, pow, pow. All kind of stuff gonna go on. And they sitting back watching what goes on in their project, but you call it your projects. So with that being said, let's jump into this video. So in this project that we are in, you might not have been raised in the projects, but we are in the project. Yeah, I don't mean to burst no bubbles, but we are in the project. I don't care who running it. I don't want to know who running it. I know somebody is up there pulling strings. So with that being said, y'all, in this project, there are states, there are countries. Let me take that back. There are countries, and then there are states. This is what they gave them. And then there are cities. You got countries, states, cities. So they got in this country, you have cities. In this country, you have states in these countries. Then you have cities in these countries. All right. So in this project, we're going to talk about bugs, rodents, all the things that we don't want no parts of in our homes. Hear that? That's a plane. I'm going to get into that too. As soon as that passes, I'm going to break this down to y'all. Going down in the comments if y'all already know this. Going down in the comments if you already had the thought, yeah, you know, I thought. Let's get into it. Plane done gone past. Y'all see me smiling, right? Because I'm about to break it down. So in this project, there are states. And in these cities, in these states, there are organizations. You see that? This is a system. A system that was built not for you, not for me, for those in charge. Those that can stay afloat will. So in these these locations, in these states, in these cities, in these little communities, the elites send out their scientists. Sorry. I ate a taco in there. So they send out their scientists. I need you to create this. I need you to create that. Combine that. Let it grow. Let them bloom. Let's see what happens. Wow, they're pretty good. Yeah, they could do this. They could do that. Let's put them here. We got 50 trucks. You're already in one state. Send them out to a couple communities. Send them to these communities. if a lot of y'all is wondering, and what I'm getting at, there are communities that back in the day, I was coming up, I used to go to my homies' cribs, and a lot of them had nice homes, but in these homes they had roaches. Back then, nobody knew. You just thought somebody was dirty. They were nasty. They was living. No, y'all, I've been in a lot of homes, beautiful apartments. Not a crumb on the floor. It was roaches. Not in an apartment. I said a house. There's nobody attached to them. I'm talking 50 yards. Not the furniture, not shipped it. Y'all, in these cities, in these communities, they put these certain bugs in certain communities that they created in these laboratories. First of all, let me just say this. Every bug that you see that pops up on the news got a name. How you got a name for a bug you just found? What if somebody already named that bug? Why you gonna rename it? It's the reason why you naming bugs, because you made them. Don't worry, I'll wait. Y'all hear that? Because they made them. So in these communities, they put roaches in these communities. Let's don't stop there. We could go on up to your new bug, your lanternfly. They told y'all this over in that other country. I ain't gonna say it out loud, but it's over there. But if you look at it, that ain't no different than the stink bug. Just look, it's beautified. It has the red, it has the white, it has the black, and it's just it's a colorful bug. It's a colorful stink bug. Then you have the assassin bug. A lot of y'all don't even know that the assassin bug was out in '93 when my grandmother was living. We had the assassin bug all on her screen door. They ain't call it the assassin bug back then. The media wasn't even on what that bug was. But I remember the bug filled all up in the screen door. They fly and they look just like the assassin bug that's out now. And they said, oh, paying they're a family of the ladybug. Nobody thought of it. They actually looked like they was related to the lightning bugs. Y'all call them fireflies. But the stink bug, the one that you step on to give off that odor, his defense mechanism, that is another laboratory created bug. Sent out in little units, distributed in different areas, out of crates, containers. Let them migrate, let them things just multiply. Boom, now they all over. It don't stop just driving around in your community. Y'all, you be in weird vans pulling up in y'all neighborhoods late at night. You think that they observing something. Y'all, sometimes them is them letting these things out. These creatures, these animals, all of the above. But you'll never sink your head in that because you was told to think outside the box means you crazy. The rats. The rats. I know they got a dictionary that told you what a rat was. Did y'all know, okay, rats love to eat whatever. All animals eat whatever. But I'm talking about these government animals, these rodents and these things that we don't want no parts of. They put them in these communities and they sit back and they watch. Guess what? Now you got to call somebody that they already created. What did they create? They created the exterminator. No, they did. My uncle worked for them. I didn't say your uncle was the exterminator. Your uncle worked for their organization. Yeah, he got a degree in bug killing. But it's their company. We create the bug. We create the problem. We got the solution. They're coming in and cleaning out. You working for them. Now, guess what? You paying them to get rid of something that you didn't even want there. They put it there. All right. Now, let's go on up to where else they come from. See these planes y'all see flying up at high altitudes that y'all can't see. And you think, oh, they just spraying chemtrails. They also dropping bugs out. Y'all, they even breed other species together and create a super bug. Then you get bit. Now, look, every time something happens, did you ever notice they got a way to fix it? How do you got a way to fix something? How do you have a shot for something that you know nothing about? How do you have a cure for something you know nothing about? Well, we running tests. Well, do you want to be a test dummy? I'm going to go on and inject you with this snake venom and see if you ain't just going to stand still. And man, come on, y'all. When are you going to wake up out of the illusion that they running things? We are all just marionetted around puppets. Some of us is smart and some of us is going to be left behind. Well, here's the thing, Trey. Well, what can we do about it? Oh, we could do a lot about it. That's the thing. Numbers, strength in numbers. We don't have the numbers. With the numbers, we could bring the beast out. See, the beast ain't no joke. The beast will never stop. It's going to keep pushing. The beast is going to still try to conquer. The beast is already defeated. The beast is already defeated, y'all. It's just that we have to sit back and watch a few suffer, which is sad. But it shouldn't take that. We should all be fighting back. There's a lot of things they doing to us. And it don't stop at the bugs. It could go from the food, the plastic, the factories, everything you think you eating and you ain't eating. You think you eating clean and this and that. Didn't even know that it was laying on the floor in a factory and all they did was spray it down with a pressure hose and made it look real pretty and wrapped it up in plastic and you eating it. Then you wonder why your stomach was hurting yesterday evening. Oh, it's a stomach bug. Yeah, it's a stomach bug, but it ain't no what they call it. That's the funky, listen, bug. They making a profit off of you, me. They making their money, getting their money, because we're going to keep going to the store. And no matter where you go buy your food at, it's already tainted. I hear a lot of people say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to grow my own food. I'm gonna get me a farm. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Y'all listen to me. I hate to ruin it. Everything that we do, everything that we touch has already been touched by them. No escape. You just pray that your shell is strong and can survive. God bless them homeless people because they thorough. They've been surviving in the gutter for a long time. Can you? Next time you see a homeless person holding up a sign, don't laugh at them. Can you survive that long after living in that life of luxury? Well, I got a bunker full of, but how long is that going to last before you hear somebody say, they knocking on the door, we want in, we want in, we want in. Ain't nobody letting them in. We want in, we want in. You still ain't letting them in. Bow, they kicking the door down. Guess what? Everybody on the floor. Love y'all, stay blessed. It's real out here. They putting every insect, every bug, every spider, everything. They got a name for it. Y'all should have been using your head. Well, how they got a name for something? That's because they made it. Live long, live, love, laugh, and smile. Stay blessed.